really awful, Esther.
I wish I were dead, that's all.
Well, there's only one thing to do. Lon will have to take both of us.
You don't think I'm going to the smartest ball of the season with my own brother, do you?
I like that. You wanted me to go with him.
You didn't have a date.
But I can't handle 20 men alone. I admit it.
Did you ever stop to think of what people would say?
Come in, Grandpa.
You know, the man that built this house cheated your father. The walls are thin as paper.
Oh, Grandpa.
Now. Esther, it's a funny thing. I took my tuxedo out of the mothballs only yesterday. Looked pretty good, too. That suit of mine does the greatest one step you ever saw.
Grandpa, are you actually...
Esther, what's this Tootie says about your not going to the dance?
Who says I'm not going? Of course I'm going. With the handsomest man in town.
Madame, I'll pick you up at 8.
Esther, I'm here. I made it. Oh, gosh, Ez. I didn't find Mr. Johnson until 20 minutes at 10, but he opened up the shop, and, well, here I am.
Oh, John, so much has happened, and I'm so glad. And if I'm crying, it's just because everything's turned out so simply divinely, and it's Christmas almost, and
But what's happened?
Don't you see them dancing? Rose and Warren Sheffield. Miss Ballard's a simply charming girl, even if she is an Easterner. She said we're all grown up, aren't we? And since all Warren talks about is Rose, my goodness, why doesn't he fill her dance card?
Who's Lucille dancing with?
Lonnie, of course. Oh, she's terribly fond of him. It's really so obvious. And now you're here. Oh, John, I've never been so happy in my life.
Esther, could we go outside for a minute? I want to talk to you.
Well, of course, John, if you like.
Oh, I wouldn't have said it, Esther, if I thought it would make you cry again. Are you sure you're warm enough?
Uh-huh. Oh, I've imagined you saying it thousands of times, and I always planned exactly how I'd act. I never planned to cry.
Well, at least you didn't laugh.
Laugh?
I guess I never asked a girl to marry me before. I guess maybe I was kind of,
Oh,
well...
John, no one could have done it more beautifully. I'm very proud.
Esther, will you? Oh, will you, Esther?
Of course I will, John.
Oh, gosh. Do you realize I might have lost you? A few more days and you'd have been gone.
We might never have seen each other again.
And now we're engaged. Esther, let's go home and tell your folks right now.
Oh, no, not tonight. I'd rather just the two of us knew about it tonight.
Now, we're not going to let them talk us out of it. After all, we are of age. Well, practically.
John, even if it did go to New York, we could still work something out. Somehow. Couldn't we, John? Merry Christmas, John.
Merry Christmas, Esther.
To bed with you, Esther?
Of course, darling. Come on now, cover up.
You weren't asleep either, were you?
Mm-mm. I've just been lying here, thinking.
Was the dancing nice?
Wonderful.
I've been watching. The moon's so bright, but I haven't seen anything. Did he come?
Did who come?
Santa Claus.
Now you know he's not going to come until you're fast asleep.
Then sing to me, Esther. Sing to me till I'm asleep.
All right. What kind of song, darling?
A Christmas song.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Next year all our troubles will be out of sight. Yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Next year all our troubles will be miles away. Once again, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore, faithful friends who were dear to us will be near to us once more. Someday soon we all will be together, if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Tootie, you're still awake.
I can't go to sleep. I can't. Oh, Esther, how will Santa Claus know where to find us next year? We'll be in New York.
Oh, you can't fool him. He can find anybody he wants to find.
If he brings me any toys, I'm taking them with me. I'm taking my dolls, and the dead ones, too. I'm taking everything.
Of course you are. You won't have to leave anything behind. Except your snowman, of course.
My snowman.
Well, we'd look pretty silly trying to get the snowman on the train now, wouldn't we?
Snowman, my snowman.
Tootie, come back here.
My poor little snowman. What's going to happen to them? Snowman, snowman.
Tootie, darling, it's all right. It's all right.
But what on earth happened, Esther? What was Tootie doing in the
She
backyard?
just ran out, Papa, and it started to smash all her snowmen.
Nobody's going to have my snowman. Not if we're moving to New York.
Oh, don't cry, darling. You can build other snowmen in New York.
No, you can't. You can't do anything in New York like you can in St. Louis.
You're sure she'll be all right?
Yes, Papa, you go back to bed. I'll take care of her.
Well, good night, Esther.
Good night. Tootie, darling, New York's a wonderful place. Wait till you see the fine home we're going to have and the friends we're going to make. But the main thing, Tootie, is we're all going to be together, just like we've always been. That's what really counts. We could be happy anywhere, as long as we're together.
Anna, wake up. Rose, Grandpa, Lonnie, everybody get up. Esther, Tootie, come on, all of you. Come on downstairs.
Papa, what's wrong?
Everything's wrong. Anna, where are you? Grandpa, come downstairs this minute. Now, everybody get in here and sit down.
There's nothing to sit on, Alonzo. Nothing but packing boxes.
Then come into the dining room. I've got a few words to say to this family.
Well, what is it, for heaven's sake?
Well, we are not moving to New York. And I don't want to hear a word about it. We're going to stay right here in St. Louis till we rot.
We haven't rotted yet, Alonzo.
But what'll you say to the firm, Papa, to Mr. Fenton?
That I've changed my mind. I'm a junior partner, not a puppet on a string.
But New York, Alonzo, you did think it was a fine opportunity, didn't you?
Well, I was looking forward to going, yes. But after all these weeks, watching my family's hearts breaking, and then Tootie a little while ago, and... Well, New York hasn't got a copyright on opportunity. The trouble with you people is you don't appreciate St. Louis because it's right here under your noses. I'll take that. Oh!
Is this you, Rose? Oh, I mean...
Do I sound like Rose?
Well, then get her to the phone. Wake her up or something.
Now, just a minute, young man. Who do you think you're talking to?
Papa, please let me take it. Hello?
Rose Smith, I haven't slept a wink since I took you home from the dance, and I won't go on like this any longer.
Warren.
We're going to get married, and I don't want to hear any arguments. Now, that's final. Oh, I love you.
Warren, but... Warren.
Anna, who is that boy? Do you know?
Alonzo, he's a very fine young man. Now, we'll talk about it later.
Oh, Rose, darling, you handled the whole thing magnificently. He's just putty in your hands.
Well, I hope you'll be very happy, Rose. And sometime, if you can arrange it, I'd like to meet that young fellow.
Papa, Mama.
If Rose is going to get married, maybe we better open up her Christmas presents now.
Oh, you little faker. It's your presents you're after.
He's been here, Santa Claus.
Well, of course, in the living room.
Oh, good heavens, it's Christmas morning.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Papa, you've given us the nicest Christmas anybody could ask for. We're staying in St. Louis.
Good morning, Mr. Costello.
Morning, Tootie. Going to help me deliver ice today?
Today? Do you know what today is?
Sure do. First day of May, 1904.
It's Fair Day, Mr. Costello. Today's the day the World's Fair opens. My family's going, and Papa says we're not coming home till they throw us out.
Is that a fact? Well, gee up, Beatrice.
But don't you worry. I'll help you deliver ice tomorrow.
Oh, John, it's 8 o'clock. We promised to meet the family for dinner at the French Pavilion.
Oh, we'll be there, Esther. I just didn't want you to miss this.
Miss what, John?
The electric lights. Look, Es, they're turning them on.
Oh.
Here they come.
Oh. John, it's just breathtaking. I never dreamed anything could be so beautiful. Imagine there's never been anything like this in the whole world.
That's right, Es. There's nothing like this. And no one like you. Just think of all the things we'll have to tell our kids someday.
I wonder if they'll believe it, John. I can hardly believe it myself. You and a World's Fair right here where we live. Right here in St. Louis.
Judy, we enjoyed both your singing and your acting.
Well, Bill, tonight's play certainly puts one in the mood for Christmas.
You know, Christmas is only 23 days away.
Hey, that's pretty close figuring, Margaret.
And, Judy, this will be the first Christmas for the newest member of your family.
Have you bought the baby any presents yet, Judy?
Well, I haven't done much shopping yet, Margaret.
Judy's been pretty busy. It was just recently she finished her latest Metro Golden Mare Technicolor picture, Till the Clouds Roll By.
And Margaret's been pretty busy, too. She's been appointed National Junior Chairman of the Infantile Paralysis Fund.
Just 3 weeks and 48 hours until Christmas.
And during the Christmas holidays, Margaret, you'll have to see Tom Drake's new MGM picture, Courage of Lassie.
As a matter of fact, Margaret has one of Lassie's puppies.
Is that right, Margaret?
Yes, and I named him Laddie. But just think, only 18 shopping days until Christmas.
That's right, Margaret. And we've been doing some shopping on a play for next week.
What are you presenting next week, Bill?
2 brilliant stars who rank among our greatest favorites, Irene Dunn and Walter Pidgeon. They appear in one of the screen's most entertaining comedies, Columbia Pictures' recent hit, Together Again. It's the fresh, delightful story of a woman torn between love and her career as a small-town mayor. A play I'm sure our audience will love.
Well, Irene Dunn and Walter Pidgeon really make a great team, Mr. Keeley.
And remember, only 23 days until Christmas.
Yeah, and remember, too, the days are getting shorter, Margaret.
Gee, that makes things even better.
Good night.
Good night. And best holiday wishes to you all.